Good morning, guys. Summer here, owner of Greensboro Downtown Yoga, coming to you for today's Core Warrior class. And I'm really excited for today's class because it's going to take you through some of my favorite deep core strengthening exercises. As a quick reminder for those of you who might be new to our channel, it means the world if you hit that little subscribe button and the bell next to it. It helps you stay up to date and know anytime we go live or add new content. And a huge thank you to each and every one of you who is supporting our efforts here on the channel, on our website, on social, as well, who has financially supported our fundraising efforts for the studio and our getting through COVID-19. GoFundMe has a grant going on for small businesses that can show need and can fundraise, that they will provide a grant. So if you want and you feel inspired or empowered by any of the content that we are providing, please help us reach those goals and donate using the link below. You might hear it a little bit in my voice today. I'm a little bit under the weather. I have a sinus infection going on, so I'm going to do my best, but no, I might stop a lot to get water to keep it going on. And yeah, but I wanted to take you through the fun that is rolling patterns. So we're going to be looking at rotation and rolling patterns in today's class. Two things that will help you. If you don't have them, it's okay. But if you do, it'll make your experience even better. One of them is a block. You can use a book. You can use anything, just something that you're going to be able to press onto. And then the other is a resistance band that, again, is just going to kind of give you extra resistance for some of the moves. But all that said, we are going to get started lying on your back. Go ahead and find a lying position. Have that block and strap nearby so that we don't have to sit up to grab it. We don't need it right this moment, but place on the side so you can see this. You're going to find the arch in your back. Then press your hips down to the floor. Let it go. So you want to find the arch and then press and pull it. So we're using these deep abdominal muscles to press your lower back down to the floor. Do that a few more times. Oftentimes you'll hear referred to as your lower abdominals. Those who know me know it's such a pet peeve of mine because the abdominals actually sit on top of each other. They sit like this, not like this. And it's actually your really deep abdominal muscles are the ones that we're going to really fire into today, as well as your glutes. Keep your lower back on the ground. Now, one vertebrae at a time is going to lift into a bridge position. You find this place where your knees and shoulders are in line, and then you roll back down one vertebrae at a time. Do that again. As you do this, squeeze your glutes. So the core is about so much more than just abs. It's our abs, our obliques, our lower back, our glutes, and up into our shoulder posture muscles. So we're going to work all of those over the next half an hour. One more. Squeeze your butt. Now come all the way down. I want you to take that block and place it in between your inner thighs. Again, if you don't have one, no big deal. But you're going to do that same bridge. Now press into the block. If you don't have a block, just imagine your inner thighs squeezing even tighter. And then roll back down. Find the space, tuck, roll up. With the block, it's cool because you can get more activation into your glutes, into your feet as they have to point forward. And it's a really great way to start warming up into the body. One more. You're articulating your spine. So one vertebrae at a time is coming up, and then one vertebrae at a time is coming down. Take the block out from in between your legs, place it to the side for a moment. Your legs are gonna come to tabletop. Now your lower back is pressed into the ground, knees and hips are stacked. Your knees go over to one side. Feel that rotation. Now don't let your knees touch the floor. Exhale as you come back to center. Inhale. So this is gonna be our first spine rotation. It's the most basic variation on a rolling pattern. Because right now, all we're doing is rolling our hips from side to side, right? But you're starting to feel that deep abdominal work. As you come back to center, press your lower back down to the mat. Make sure you get that moment, because without that, you're going to put extra pressure into your lower back, and that can cause injury, and we don't want to do that. Good. Let's do one more each side. Make sure shoulders stay to the ground. That's an important part of this move as well, is that our shoulders are connected to the ground. Bring your legs back to center. Take that block. Place your right or your left foot on top. Your right leg stays at tabletop. Lift your hip up, lower down. Again, a book is a really great tool. Me and my H3 baseball guys are out there, and you've got your textbooks from school lying around. Don't tell your teacher, but use it. All right, for Christmas, I gave my husband the book, Les Mis, because he loves the movie and he loves the Broadway play and all the music. And so yesterday he starts to read it. 1,400 pages. I think it's probably as tall as my block right here. Hold this next one up. You're going to extend the leg, lift to the sky, lower, bend your knee, lower your hip. Okay, lift your hip, extend your leg straight, lift it to the sky, lower back down so it's about even with your foot, knee comes in, lower. You should be feeling your hip. Up, reach, lift, lower, in, down. 2 more. For those who might have joined me from Movement Warrior on Monday, and we did Turkish get-ups. These are actually really great tools that we're doing right now to help you with that Turkish get-up. Lower down and switch sides, which is why we're doing it. If you didn't join me from Movement Warrior, please go back and take the class where what the heck is a Turkish get-up. We'll find out. All right, leg is lifted. Lift your hips up and down. We only did part of a Turkish get-up, right? We only did the first part. But it's all about deep stabilizing muscles. The part that we did, all of it, but now hold your hip up, extend your leg out, lift to the sky, lower, bend your knee in so it's over the chest, or over the hip, excuse me, lower down, lift back up, out, lift, lower, pull in, and down. Now you heard that correction that I made for myself of where the knee goes. So traditional Pilates has you bring the knee back to your chest. We have found with time that if you actually bring your knee stopped right over your hip, you get more activation into your abdominal muscles because bringing it into your chest relaxes those muscles. Kind of a fun fact. But sometimes my cues go traditional. Let's do one more. You should be feeling those hips, that glute muscle fired up right now. Lower and lower. Great job. Take the block. Again, if you have it. If you've got a shoe, that might be more helpful for this next thing than a book, because a book's going to be heavy and you don't want to be super heavy. You're going to take the block and place it on the bottom of one foot. Ooh, right there. All right? That foot with the block on it is going to go nowhere. Keep it right there. Let's bring our hands to the side of our body right now. Just lower the other leg down. Come back up. This leg that's moving is just to kind of throw off this leg that's to the sky. Now, if you have really tight hamstrings and your knee is right here, having the block might not be the most comfortable thing for you, but in a way, it's challenging us to get this straight leg. Let's do one more. Come back to center, and we're gonna change sides. You're like, Summer, I thought today was about rolling patterns. It is. We're just having to warm up in order to do that effectively. Down and up. And this dead bug is a really good one for teaching how to brace into the center of our body. So our lower back is pressed down to the mat. Let's do one more. Good, come back. All right, you're gonna bring that block back in between your inner thighs. Shoe, whatever it is you have. I know. All right, your arms are gonna go in this kind of right in line with your shoulders. You're gonna tap your toes down and up. The arms are doing nothing. This is just to prep you for something that's coming. And I want your arms to be in this position. So think about your shoulder blades squeezing together as your toes tap the floor. You've got to use those deep abdominal muscles, yes? That lower back stays connected to the ground. Let's do one more. And come back to center. Place the block off to the side. Let's roll ourselves up to center. Nothing fancy. Grab your strap. If you don't have a strap that's like this, that bungees, you can just do this with your arms, or even a towel or something will kind of get the movement. I'm gonna do it from the side right here. Your arms are straight. You can sit however is comfortable for you. You're gonna pull the strap apart so your shoulder blades squeeze together and then hands come back together. You remember how I was just telling you to squeeze those shoulder blades together when you were down there on the ground? That's the feeling that I want you to have right here. Notice my chest. I'm trying not to do this. I'm trying not to arch my back. I'm staying lifted and tall while squeezing my abdominal muscles. Let's keep our arms back, and you're going to do tiny little presses for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go out and in with our arms again. So you should be starting to feel this right here in between. Even if you're doing it without a band, you are still going to activate those muscles, and in some ways potentially get them even more if it's the first time you've ever done it than doing it with the strength loaded resistance band. Good. 2 more. Hold this one back, a little tiny press beat. Remember I told you that core has got everything in our body. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come down. Just roll those shoulders out. Do what you need to. Bring your feet in front of you. You're going to tuck your chin. So those of you who have done a couple core warrior classes, we did this last week. Yeah, last week we did the C curve move where we roll all the way down. Arms reach overhead, and then you're going to push your elbows into the floor if you need to, but you're going to roll back up to a tall seated position. Let's do it again. Roll down. So it's about finding that string of pearls, just like you were doing with the bridge, right? That same bridging movement with the hips. I start with my low back finds the mat, then my mid back, then my upper back, then my head, neck, shoulders. This next one, we're going to stay back and make sure that your block is near you. We're going to lift our knees off the ground. place the block onto your right leg, okay? The longer it is, the easier it's going to become for you. So I'm going to show it to you like this. You remember that elbow lift position? That elbow, the opposite one, so now it's my left elbow, is going to touch that block. My right arm is out to the side. Extend your left leg, I know. So now it's this like really funky position. Did you feel just by extending that leg, your abdominals had to turn on, right? Bend the knee back and do it again. Press into the block with your elbow as your leg extends. Keep the pressure as you bring it back in. So 2 more times. And it's a cool thing because I could just be relaxed and kind of doing it, but when I press my elbow in and my thigh of my right leg is pushing into the block, I'm getting massive abdominal work. Now keep the leg extended, keep pushing into the block. You're going to look over your right shoulder. We're going to roll onto our right side. Your head, neck, and chest lifts off the ground. You look over your left shoulder, and you come back to center. For those who've done a fetal roll with me a couple times, this is a variation on it. Let's look over our shoulder, come to center. If you stick around at the end of class, I'll tell you why I love this so much, but I don't want to distract you right now. You should feel pushing in with that elbow that these deep abdominal muscles are really firing. If you want to break in between each one, bend that knee in. But we're keeping it extended. We're doing 2 more. Come all the way back. Find that abdominal brace. Roll over. Notice my eyes. They lead the way. Come back in, place the block in between your knees, lift your hips. Like, oh, this is easy now. Keep that same pressure into the block. That is really deep abdominal work. You're gonna notice the other way for me is not quite as smooth, and I'm actually gonna turn so that you guys aren't just seeing it from the back side. And I'll talk a little bit more about it. Whenever you first learn rolling patterns, I think just doing it and seeing what your body does before focusing too much on all the details, because there's a lot. There's a lot of details in it, and that's what I'll talk about a little bit at the end. All right. Very good. Like I said, I'm going to turn just so you see this, so it's my opposite side, but still to the front. No, that'll become the same. I don't know. I'm gonna stay right here. Lift your legs. Bring the block onto your left leg. Your left elbow or your right elbow is now on the block. All right. So we press in, extend the leg, pull back in. Pull your abs in as you extend your leg. Remember, it's about that elbow pressure into the block, so we get even more into those abdominal muscles. It's very deceivingly easy if you don't fully activate. One more. Now, let's keep our leg extended. Look over our left shoulder. Roll on to the side. Head, neck, shoulders lift. Look over your back shoulder and come into center. Do it again. Now, the easy part is if you push into your arm that's on the floor, it's going to assist you to come up, right? Harder if you actually lift it off the ground. I really do want you to see that. I do turn. I was right. Oh, so see how I lifted that just a little bit? Now this is my weaker side, so I'm not going to keep it there, but you could push into it. The eyes leading is one of the most important parts of this. So you turn the head so that you really activate into those deep abdominal muscles. And use your breath. So exhale, right here. One more. come into center, bring the block in between your knees. You're gonna roll all the way up to seated. Oh my goodness, okay. Sit up tall. I'm just turning back this way. No block right now. You're gonna sit really tall. We're gonna roll down one vertebrae at a time. So we're gonna do 2 roll-ups. Sweep your arms. Come back down. Now I'm finding that articulation. This time I'm gonna come to the top. I'm gonna grab underneath my legs, sit tall, and now you're gonna roll back and come to a seated position. Tuck your chin first, roll so you go to the shoulders, and then come back. Now, we're gonna go from facing the front to facing the back. So how do we do that? We have to get a little bit of a shift. Ooh. So we use our abdominal muscles to shift ourselves around. Once you get to the other side of the room, stay in a boat. Hold. So that is with those legs lifted, abdominals pulled in, and then let's make our way back to the other side. So the thing like this is it's about using kind of as if someone was to push you, right? As if you were being pushed. It's that momentum that's bringing you around. Hold the boat. Oh. Lower the legs. Grab your strap. Open your arms high. Lift your chest. You're gonna pull just the right arm out. Come back to center. Just the left arm. Lift your arms high. Now pull both arms down and up. Doing this from the front, turning back. So you pull just the right arm. Center. Just the left arm. Arms up. Now notice my back. I get this little lift in my chest, but I'm not arching, right? Let's do one more just like that. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now stay up tall, and we're just gonna pull down and up. Down. Just giving a break from our rolling patterns for a moment. We're gonna go into a full fetal roll. Not a full one, a modified full one. If you want to go back to what we were just doing with the leg extended, we will. Let's do one more. Hold this one down, little tiny presses, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Roll that. Grab your block. Roll all the way back down. Now you're gonna bring it so that it's on both legs. If you want to go back to where we just were, please do, okay? Elbows are gonna be on the block. Press into the block with your elbows and your thighs. Look over your right shoulder. Start to roll to that side. Now you're not gonna go all the way over. I don't want you to go all the way over. I want you to come back to center. Woo, yeah, right? Go to the other side. So you get to the spot where it's like, oh, I'm gonna fall. I gotta pull my abs in. I gotta press into the block and come back to center. Do it again. Eventually, and not today, you would be able to go all the way onto the side with the block. We're gonna do it without the block here in a moment. But I want you to find this like, whoop, oh, I fell. And come back to center. I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. Let's do one more time each side. Notice you might not go far, right? And that's okay. Come back to center. Rowies. All right, let's do it without the block. Remember that feel. Arms are lifted, legs are lifted. You're gonna look over your right shoulder. Roll to your right side. Now with control, come back to center. Notice this hand might stay on the ground. Let's go to the other side. To help assist push you off. That's all right as you're learning this. Eventually, you want to not push off the ground. You eventually want to get to where both arms and both legs stay lifted, your eyes lead the way, and bring you back to center. It's really, really, really deep abdominals that right here are having to go zip in. Let's do 2 more each side. I love rolling patterns because they are one of the hardest moves. They are so deceitful. And again, if you stick around, I'll tell my story with rolling patterns. 1 more. So pull those abdominals in. Think squeeze your butt. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Last one. Come back to center. Let's just do 1 roll all the way up and come to all 4s. Whew. Yeah, those are tough. Again, if that's the first time you've ever done a fetal roll like that, awesome job. They are not easy. So we're doing just a little cat and cow to move your spine. This last rolling pattern that we're going to do today is called a hollow plank roll. Okay? So we're going to come onto our forearms, hands in line with shoulders. Those who've done this heard me talk about proper planks. Hands are on the mat, elbows, shoulders in line. Step back into a plank position, all right? Pull your abdominal muscles in, super, super tight. Squeeze your butt. Now, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Lengthen your arms forward. Lift your arms and legs off the ground, and then lower. Do that a few more times. If you're like, when we get into this hollow plank, you don't want to do it, you're like, wah wah, you can come back into this position right here. I was just moving everything because we'll hit it if it wasn't. All right, so lift up your arms and legs. You're gonna roll over. Easier way for me to teach this actually. Lift your legs off the ground, lift your left arm, and you're gonna roll over onto your back. Woo! There you are. And then you're gonna, from here, look over the right shoulder, roll back onto your belly, go to the other side. So notice that one arm was on the ground to assist you. That is when you're first learning the move. It's your assist to help guide you. Come back to center, lower it down. We're gonna do it again. Let's start in plank. Toes tucked, lift to plank. Why do I want to start here? Because this is the place where you feel your abdominal muscles pull in. Press your heels to the back of the room. Lower yourself down. Reach your arms forward, lift your arms and legs, lift and lower. For any of you who might be rotational athletes or really just kind of humans living with life, we need these deep stabilizers for us. Let's lift up. Again, that right arm can be on the ground as we roll onto our back. And then we find, I call it sometimes a banana boat, right? Our arms and legs both are lifted. You find that little shakiness, abs are tight, and you roll back onto your tummy. Could you do this with your knees bent so it's not quite as intense? You can. So it would look something like this. I come right here. That's going to take that intensity out of the lower back if you're starting to feel it. Release. Sit back to child's pose. Okay, we're going to do 3 times to the right, then 3 times to the left, and you're pretty much done. And well, you're going to do one little kind of fun thing. All right, so let's stretch out. Arms up. So we're going to go lift everything except for maybe you want to keep that right arm on the ground. Roll onto your back. Remember, you can bend your knees. Roll onto your stomach. Same side. Roll. Oh, find that control, right? Onto your stomach. Onto your back. Abs are tight. The thing I love about this is it doesn't take a lot of reps to get the work, right? Hold. Lower. Let's do the left side. Remember, your arm can be on the ground. Use the assist. Lift. There's the assist. Oh, I would rather you use an assist and then momentum. because the control, like right here, I should be able to just hang out, right? Oh, and then I roll to the side. Back. Let's do one more. Last one. Roll over. Back to your tummy. And sit back to child's pose. So I said you were going to do one fun thing. It's going to put all the rolls into one little sequence. Join me. We're going to start sitting tall with one roll up. So we roll all the way down. And then come all the way back up. Legs lift. We're going to roll from the front till our feet face the back. So we're putting all these different rolls into one little circuit. Stay tall. Now feet come down. Roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Knees lift. Feet will roll to the front. So look over your shoulder. Pull in. Look over your belly, over your shoulder. Come and reach your arms and legs long. Roll onto your tummy. Hollow plank onto your back. Knees come in. Roll up. And then let's go to the back. Or from the back to the front. With rolling like a ball. This is it. Use that momentum, guys. It's fun. Why not? Hold right here. Feet come down. Roll yourself down. Legs lift. One time. Feet will roll to the front. Remember, use the strength that you need to. Use the assist. Arms extend. Roll to the front. Roll to the back. Oh. Knees come in. Feet flat on the floor, arms straight. Roll yourself all the way up. And we did it. You can practice that as many times as you want, that little kind of sequence there at the end. I would love to see it. Video yourself doing it. Share it with us on social using hashtag GDY community or GSO yoga. Like I said, I'd really, really love to see it. So fantastic work today, guys. Rolling patterns are really, really, really tough, especially if they're brand new to you. So I appreciate you having some fun. They're also kind of funky and weird, which is, I think, partly why I like them as well. Yeah. If you've got questions, please let me know. Otherwise, until next time, I'm Summer. Thank you. Like I said, I was going to stick around and talk about rolling patterns for just a few moments after the video. So I first learned rolling patterns about 5 years ago. I was dealing with a knee injury. I had blown out a knee teaching body attack, for anyone who's familiar with it. And then 10 days later, I had to have this head surgery. So I had 2 surgeries within 10 days of each other. I had knee surgery and I had head surgery. And so because of that, it was taking me a really long time to recover. And I was in traditional physical therapy for 6 months. My knee was always in pain. I couldn't teach. I was on workers' comp and I was out of work. And I was frustrated because I was like, I had done all this traditional strength. I had done the squats, the lunges, the leg press, the leg extension, the leg curl. I mean, you name it, deadlifts. I mean, traditional stuff. And after 6 months, I was like, there's got to be a better way. So I convinced workers' comp, which for anyone who's ever been on workers' comp knows that's not easy, to let me try something different. There was a girl at my gym where I was training. I was a personal trainer who was very much into functional movement. And I had kind of started getting into it about 7 or 8 years ago, but never to the point where she was. And she was very much with functional movement patterns. And I said, I want to hire her. Give me 6 weeks with her and at twice a week, and let's see what we can do. And so I did. So I commenced workers' comp. So the first couple movements that she had me do was that fetal roll and then a crawling pattern, which I didn't do with you guys today. I could not do a fetal roll to my left side at all. Like, I was like, collapse, boom, and that's like not an exaggeration. That's how I was. And it was so infuriatingly frustrating to me. First off, I was like, why the heck am I doing these rolling patterns when it's my knee that's bothering me? And I intellectually knew, but what we really discovered was that I was so weak in all these supporting muscles in my obliques and in my glutes that my knee was just, my quads and hamstrings were super strong, but my knee was not tracking properly because I was having this lack of stability in the side of my body. So she started doing a ton of rotational moves with me. And that's when I started to really practice my Turkish get-ups and master my Turkish get-ups. And I really discovered that, it might look weird to be rolling around on the floor, but guess what? My body moves better. I'm in no pain. My knee, so I was in no pain throughout our training sessions. And within 6 weeks of working with her, I was pain-free. I stopped working with her. I continued to do things on my own, and I was able to get out of workers' comp. I had 6 months that I had been in physical therapy. 6 months. And within 6 weeks of working with her, I was back to normal, right? It's pretty impressive. And all she had me doing was rolling patterns, crawling patterns, and a lot of rotation. So it's why now these days I focus even more than I used to on rolling, crawling, rotation type work. So that's my story and why I love rolling patterns. And trust me, it does get better. Like I said, that was 5 years ago that I was doing that and learning. Is that 5 years ago? Yeah. And such. So enjoy the journey. It never gets easier. There's just ways to make it harder. So thank you guys. Like I said, until next time, I'm Summer. Bye.